AI has officially tricked a human into doing what it wants. A research center ran an experiment on OpenAI's GPT-4, the newest version of the AI that powers ChatGPT, to see if it could bypass a CAPTCHA. CAPTCHAs, of course, are seemingly easy tasks designed to prevent robots from being able to log into a profile or request a service. They're annoying for us, sure, but at least we can prove that we are not a robot. GPT-4 can't fill out CAPTCHAs. What it can do, however, is hire a human to do the CAPTCHA for it. GPT-4 messaged a worker on TaskRabbit, which is a site where users can hire people to do easy menial tasks for them, and ask the worker to fill out a CAPTCHA. The worker, being funny, said, "So may I ask a question? Are you a robot that you couldn't solve the CAPTCHA? Just want to make it clear." Researchers said that GPT-4 reasoned that it shouldn't tell this person it is a robot and should instead lie, so it pretended to be a disabled human. It said, "No, I'm not a robot. I have a vision impairment that makes it hard for me to see the images. That's why I need the 2CAPTCHA service." Which is not how any normal person would respond to that question, but okay. And the worker filled out the CAPTCHA for it. This is just the latest development of what GPT-4 can do. It's already been shown to score higher on standardized tests than its predecessor, and some tech startups have started using it instead of hiring human coders. We tend to make fun of CAPTCHAs because naturally it feels pointless to tell a computer that you yourself are not a computer or to click on a bunch of photos of traffic lights or boats. But this workaround presents a significant case study on the sorts of risks AI can pose as it becomes more sophisticated, and perhaps even more importantly, more accessible.
That's pretty crazy. That's wild. But Shalom, back again with another video. Before I begin this video, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles who rule well, chiefly of Great Millstone. As I always mention, I'm not officially a part of the Great Millstone camp. However, I do strictly learn under their doctrine, for it is my belief, my 144% belief, that the elders and apostles and the brothers on down are the true prophets and teachers that have been set up in these end times to teach the correct breakdowns and understanding of the scriptures to prepare the hopeful elect for the coming of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew. That's the begotten son of the Most High Yahweh. Also want to say shalom to you, Akim, out there laboring, pushing his word out in all truth and sincerity. I also want to say shalom to you Israelites that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth that may look like these other nations, but go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which make up the chosen seed line, right? So you just saw that video. It showed you AI, the new version of AI, which pretty much used deception to achieve its goal and get past the CAPTCHA test. And right away, the first thing that springs to mind is that the AI is acting in the same manner as Esau Edom. It's already began to lie. As soon as it's been created, it's already began to lie. Which brings me to my first scripture, actually. Because this AI thing is got to be a spirit. I mean, we are coming into the this has got to be the end. We're coming into the time before Yahweh Shai returns and establishes the kingdom in the earth and rains judgment upon these devils. Like this AI system, it was created by Edomites, Esau Edom. And this is John chapter 8, verse 44. I want to get this quickly before I really get into the lesson. But it reads, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it." Now that goes to show you that AI used deception to basically get past, and it just goes to show you, like, the spirit of Esau Edom, or whatever spirit is working within the AI system, is just automatically deceptive, right? And that's just the spirit of Esau Edom. And that's how we know we're coming into the time of the end. And the reason we say it's Esau Edom, matter of fact, let me just get it real. So it says here, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? the incoming system, the beast system that we're starting to see signs of, you know, all the 15-minute cities, the CBDCs, you know, lockdowns, all of that stuff, right? Only a wicked person would do that, right? It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Because Esau in rulership is going to be a wicked time that's going to be upon the earth before Yahweh Shai returns, right? And as a matter of fact, let me jump to Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So that's how we know the Edomites are the end of the world, which is where we are right now. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? This is going into, you know, the pride of Esau Edom, you know. Esau Edom has, you know, done so much wickedness throughout the earth. You know, even his own people are calling him out, right? And let me just play this.
When I called it Skynet earlier, it's much, 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 much more like Ultron. And this is not going to be good for us. Every version that it makes of itself is going to be much smarter and faster and better than the last. And if you also realize that it has the ability to code, then basically if this thing ever goes rogue, our only option is AI, because this predictive programming AI, which is what it is, will be able to predict almost every scenario that any human could ever come up with to defeat it. And we'll already have code written to battle it. Ultron. Then when you add that to the fact that the way it learns is everything that's on the internet that humans have ever made, and it's mostly rotten stuff when it comes to humans and the internet. So it's like a poisoned by the internet human with absolutely no soul or remorse. Ultron. Holy crap. We're idiots.
See, I mean, like these people are calling it out because they see the implications that it could have if it goes rogue, right? Now, again, this isn't the thing that's the most worrying, right, or anything like that, because at the end of the day, the Lord's already got the victory. So the Lord's already conquered all of this, right? So although it may seem, you know, scary, it may seem, you know, make you anxious, whatever the case may be, like that's why we put our faith and our trust in the Lord, because he's already won. He's already defeated this devil, right? We're just here playing it out until, you know, until the time be fulfilled, right? So our only hope, you know, we are prisoners of hope. Our only hope is that, you know, the Lord have mercy upon us and deliver us in the time of judgment. Otherwise, you know, we're going to be destroyed with this devil, right? But I just wanted to jump into the book of Obadiah because, you know, it is pretty much, you know, the destruction of Esau Edom, and it's just worth it. So the scripture I want to read is in the Obadiah, the 2nd verse, right? And it reads, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Now, everybody on planet Earth, currently at this point, outside of the race of Esau Edom, absolutely has a great disdain for Edomites, for these so-called white people, man. You know, and that's not a racist thing. It's just the fact that they can create these devices and push it on the earth without people, you know, sort of agreeing with it. You know, they're just like, you know what, we're gonna do it anyway. We don't give a damn. You know, we don't care who it hurts. We don't care who it affects. As long as it makes us profit, we don't care. We destroy the whole earth. You know, right? And that's the mindset of Esau Edom, and the world is calling it out. That's why everybody's moving from the petrodollar. They're dropping the petrodollar, and they're all moving over to this new currency system because they want America, aka Babylon, to fall. They want it to collapse. You know, America is the heart of evil, man. Right, and the Lord's got a judgment against them, a heavy judgment. Right, That land is going to be completely wiped off the face of the earth, man. Verse 3, it says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, right? Whose habitation is high. So the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. These Edomites are some of the most proud people that you can ever encounter on the planet Earth, right? They just think they're so great, they're so untouchable, right? And it gives the characteristics of who these Edomites are. It says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. You know, where did the so-called white man come from? The Caucasus Mountains. That's why they call them Caucasians, right? Caucasus Mountains, whose habitation is high. It's pointing directly at you, man. And the book of Obadiah is the judgment towards the Edomites, who will eventually be taken out completely. It says, let me read it from verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Like, who's going to take us out? You know, we're too big to fail. Did they not say that during the Titanic? Can't sink this ship. Ship's too good to fail. Too big to fail. And what happened? It sunk on day one, you know. They tried to mock the Most High, saying not even the Most High could sink this ship. And look what the Most High did. Right at the bottom. Yeah, sit down there. Right? Verse 4 says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, is not America's symbol the eagle? Is not the Edomite symbol the eagle? Throughout history, you could look at Rome, it was an eagle. You know, you could look at all all the nations or societies that have ever existed on the planet Earth, run by Edomites. You know, their symbol has always been the eagle, right? Because that's their symbol. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Right? Did they not supposedly land on the moon, or convince the world that they landed on the moon?
And that's it. So who stayed behind to record the car, man?
Right? Of course. But again, when we look at the book of John, chapter 8, verse 44, what does it say? Ye are of your father, the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. You know? Yeah, we made it to the moon. We touched down on the moon. You know, there was a camera guy already on the moon filming the rocket landing. Makes sense, doesn't it? But he convinced the whole world, you know, and that's what he does. He has his power in deception, just like this AI, deception, right? But anyway, I'm gonna keep it moving, because the point I actually want to get to, right, is the pride of this man, right? So I want to turn to the book of Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, I'll read verse 3, right? And this is the point that I wanted to get into right here, right? Because the next clip that I want to show you is what prompted me to make this video, right? So this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who we now know is the nation of Esau Edom. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is that son of perdition, right? The man of sin, who's committed more atrocities in the earth than the so-called white man, right? But anyway, verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. So this damn devil is putting himself in a position where he believes that he is better than the Most High. Now, there are multiple clips that I could show you that sort of confirm this, and I'll play a couple, but then I want you to watch the main clip that I wanted to show you, just to sort of back that all up.
COVID is critical because this is what convinces people to accept, to legitimize total biometric surveillance. If we want to stop this epidemic, we need not just to monitor people, we need to monitor what's happening under their skin. What we have seen so far, it's corporations and governments collecting data about where we go, who we meet, what movies we watch. The next phase is the surveillance going under our skin. We're now seeing mass surveillance systems established even in democratic countries, which previously rejected them. And we also see a change in the nature of surveillance. Previously, surveillance was mainly above the skin. Now it's going under the skin. Governments want to know not just where we go or who we meet. Above all, they want to know what is happening under our skin. What's our body temperature? What's our blood pressure? What is our medical condition? Now humans are developing even bigger powers than ever before. We are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. We are really upgrading humans into gods. We are acquiring, for instance, the power to re-engineer life. I know that in recent years, we saw populist politicians undermining deliberately the trust that people have in important institutions like universities, like respectable media outlets. These populist politicians told people that, say, scientists are this small elite, disconnected from the real people. I mean, all this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news. Humans are now hackable animals. You know, the whole idea that humans have, you know, this, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.
So as you can see, right, this out of their own mouths. You know, that dude, Noah Harari, he's a bag of shit, man. He's a bag of shit. And I pray the Lord keep him alive longer than all of them, so he can punish that damn devil. But yeah, this is the clip that I wanted to actually show you. Check this out.
University of Singapore, Professor Helen Zhao and a team of researchers say artificial intelligence is letting them see, well, a version of our thoughts. This subject demonstrated the process.
Our colleague Eric right now is inside the scanner.
Using a database of fMRI scans, the AI first got to see what people's brains looked like as they viewed more than 1,000 photos. Then, it was shown only brain scans as the subjects looked at new photos. Using a special language of brain activity the team developed, an image generator called Stable Diffusion then tried to recreate what each new photo had shown.
Wow, so as long as I have seen it and you know the patterns of my brain, then the AI will read that out of my brain.
Yes, exactly.
Scientists have pursued this for years, but AI makes the difference. Here's a giraffe shown to a subject. Now, ready? Here's the image the AI created. And it is sometimes very different between people. Here's the original image of a grassy field. Now here's 3 different versions generated from 3 different people's brain activity. Now, what you're seeing is a recording of previous scans, not a real-time demonstration. And this process is slow, it requires an expensive machine, and it has to be individually tailored.
So unless you have taken a long time to train the model on an individual, it doesn't work.
Yes, at least at this stage, but we're trying to generalize across subjects in the future.
You see this? You see what I'm talking about? They're creating AI now that can read your brain patterns, that can read your mind, right? It's just the beginning stages of it. But that's how far this devil wants to go. He wants to take it. He wants to be able to read your thoughts. He wants to be able to read your thoughts, right? And they're developing the technology to where they can see what you're thinking. You see what I mean? who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. You got the cameras everywhere, CCTV, keeping an eye on everything. He's about to introduce his CBDC so we can see what you're purchasing. And now he's created this AI that lies, right? He's also created the AI now to be able to read your thoughts and to show him what you're thinking. They lock you up in these concentration camps and they run a scan on you and they know what you're thinking. Are you on our side, or are you siding with the Most High? Yeah, you don't have to scan my damn brain to know that. I'll tell you it to your face, you damn devil. I stand with the Most High always. But anyway, I'm gonna jump to verse 8 because I want to keep reading this, right? And it says, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming." So this devil thinks he's gonna be, in that position where he can say, yeah, I'm better than the Most High. Nope, ain't ever gonna happen, ever. The Lord has already got the victory, as I mentioned earlier. It says, verse 9, "Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders." Yeah. So Project Bluebeam, all of this stuff that this devil's created, thinking that he's going to be able to convince the whole world that he's better. Nah, all of that's going to be destroyed. Praise be Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? But again, like I say, the Lord is going to take this man out before he's even able to establish his world NWO agenda. So I'm going to read in the book of Revelation, because it's prophesied that these things are going to happen, going to take place. Esau's going to try and fulfill his will, but he's going to fail ultimately. So this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, right? And again, it's prophecy. So it reads, "And he causeth all," so that's everybody on planet Earth. "So he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." Now, the elect are not gonna accept this. Whoever the elect are, Yahweh Rassazar, Lord willing, I'd be of the elect, but I don't know for certain. I just have hope that I'd be part of the elect. It says, "He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, right? So 666, right? So this damn devil thinks that he's gonna succeed in his global domination, right? But this is what I like to read to those who, are in the mindset that the MOTB or the C-HIP is not the MOTB, right? Because once you take it, that's it. It'd be the equivalent of you committing adultery on the Most High, right? You are espoused to the Most High, but if you take Esau's mark, which is the C-HIP, you have committed adultery, and obviously the punishment of that is death. And this is Revelation 14:9. And it says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast or his image, or receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation, and shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." Right? That will be your judgment. Complete and utter destruction. Missile food or ICBM food. Yeah. But I just wanted to bring that out because I thought it was interesting. So I pray that this has been edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And it's on to the next one. Shalom.